let's go over some of the big ideas about simplifying fractions, which is another way of making equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions have the same value but a different form. Multiplying by a form of 1 creates an equivalent fraction. That's what we reviewed yesterday. And today we remembered, oh yeah, dividing by a form of 1 also creates an equivalent fraction. A fraction is in simplest form, aka lowest terms, when the numerator and denominator have no common factors other than 1. You need a refresher on factors? Kuropi has your back. Factors are the numbers you multiply together to get a product. Oh, what do you have for us, Kuropi? Got a little example? Look at that. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 and 4 are the factors, 8 is the product. In this Math Minute, we are going to show how we can simplify or put fractions in lowest terms. We're going to do it both numerically and we're going to use a model to show why it works. Here I have a model that represents 6/12. I have 6 parts that are shaded in 12 total parts. My whole is broken into 12 equal parts. Now to put this in lowest terms, the value is going to be the same, but the numbers are going to look different. So what I'm essentially trying to do is to have fewer parts represent the same amount. Well, wait a minute now. There are 6 parts, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The unit size is 1/12, right? 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, etc. But if I'm going to want fewer parts to equal the same amount of space, that's probably going to mean that the size of the unit is going to be bigger than 1/12, right? Let's explore. Let's try it numerically. We did say that you can divide by a fraction equal to 1 whole, and that if you use the greatest common factor, it will be in lowest terms. One of my favorite ways to organize factors is a factor tree. So on the side, I'm going to list the factors of my numerator and my denominator. 1 times 6 is 6, 2 times 3 is 6, and then it repeats 3 times 2 is 6. Then 12, 1 times 12 is 12, 2 times 6 is 12, 3 times 4 is 12, 4 times 3 is 12. They repeat. Now I'm looking for what they have in common. Let me switch up my color of my pen. I'm going to go pink. Alright, so obviously everyone is going to have 1 in common, every number. Okay, they also have 2 in common. They have 3 in common. These are my factors that are in common. Let me look on both sides though. Oh, look at that, a 6. Alright, so of all of those factors, the greatest common factor is 6. GCF equals 6. So if I divide both my numerator and denominator by that greatest common factor, I will see, let me get this pink out of here, sorry, no more pink. We will see that 6 divided by 6 is 1, 12 divided by 6 is 2. Let's see. 6/12 is equivalent to 1/2 because I divided by a fraction equivalent to 1 whole. Let's use this model to see if that checks out. 1/2. That means I'm going to need to take this whole and just split it into 2 equal parts. Let me get back to the pink. Let's see. If I have 2 parts that need to be equally sized, well, let's see there. 6/12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/12 is equivalent to 1/2. Awesome. Let's say I recognize that 6/12, 6 and 12 are both even, so I'm just going to do the divide by 2 over 2 method, because they're both even. 6 divided by 2 is 3, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Well, They're equivalent because I divided by a fraction equal to 1. Let's look at the model. Let's see if I can divide or split up the whole now into 6 parts. Aha, and it does look like 3/6 is equivalent to 6/12. Now I know it's not in lowest terms or simplest form, because if I look at 3 and 6, I know they have a common factor other than 1. A lot of you can probably do this in your head, but I'm kind of visual. I want to list the factors real quick of 3 and 6. If it was in lowest terms, the only thing they'd have in common was 1. But look, they have 3. So that means I could divide 3/6 by 3/3. And then I get it in 1/2. So, to be more efficient, if you list out your factors and divide by the greatest common factor, your fraction will be in lowest terms. Some situations it's easier, right? Like 6/12, I kind of could picture that in my head, but I certainly can picture 1/2 in my head. I kind of can picture 3/6, but one of the best things about lowest terms or simplest form is the ease and with which you can picture it. Thanks for watching.